step out me? Who gon' step out me?
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready?
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ultra, go, ready.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Giants at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set.
They run again here with Gray. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Okay.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Campbell. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Read option, this is Gray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Edo blue. Blaster 6. Rail yellow. 52 blaster.
Operating from the gun. Ash flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Fight 97. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Ash. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Hurts. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Giants nothing. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ash. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's Gray on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Blue striker. Drill green.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black shot. Faster, faster.
Operating from the gun. Ash. Catch made here by Campbell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Complete to 0. Harris Campbell.
Operating from the gun. Ash. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Ash. His throw incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go. Set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red. Cycle. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Gray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
22 needle. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ash. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They go play action with Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
These 2 teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
63.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and 6 now. On the run, this is Gray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
6. Mega. Slide through.
Looking to throw. Ash has it to Hyatt on the out route. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
White. Ready. Go.
Operating from the gun, Ash. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Come on, 38. Shot.
The final shot before break. Ash. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Drill, 52. Set.
Back to throw. Ash. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Black open. Smash, red. Ready?
On first down, Ash. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete here.
He'll definitely say that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Giants 6. Anders Carlson to kick
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd down, Ash, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Blaster, sit. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
By the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Anders Carlson on for the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ash. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Gray. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Ash. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Hey, Silver. Hey, let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gray. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Ash. That is caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
To throw on second down. Ash. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Philadelphia.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll run on first down. Moreland, he'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, Moreland. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made this